This Black Friday, Garrett.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's get it, man. Your boy. I guess I need to go after this no Fugazee dude.
Sponsors going all in. They were offering up to 40% off.
I tried.
All of our paid plans.
I tried to back the dude. And I gotta stop doing that. Excuse me. Oh man. Somebody coming in. Hold on a minute, man. Hold on.
Ty City, you up next. We got All the Smoke, you up after Ty. We got Jay, you up after him. We got Manuel, you up after that guy. We got Tyron, you up next, and then we got Chisholm. Well, I guess that's how you say your name. He just left out. Okay, cool. So yeah, we got a few debates that we're gonna get into. Hopefully we can get to everybody. When I bring you up, please state your point of what you want to debate on. Haven't really had a real debate tonight. So hopefully we can get some real ones in. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name, where you're from.
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
I can hear you clear. State your name, where you're from.
I'm Ty City. I'm out of Dallas. What's up?
What's going on? What you want to debate about?
Well, I got to debate you because you got single fathers out here looking crazy. I myself am a single father. And the way you laid out your premise for making an excuse to be a stepdad because you was a single father, just not it, bro.
No one made an excuse. No one laid out anything. It's my life and my life decisions. I didn't tell it.
Here we go. This is how it starts. I tried to back this dude, but this is how it started. I happened to run across this video here, and this was not good. No Fugazee, everybody's going after him and everything, and I'm sitting there saying, well, let me get on because I mean, it is dead wrong. I mean, ain't no man should be going through this, but like I say, especially no dude with no money.
Anyone, right? Listen, clear. I never told anyone to follow my own personal life decisions, right?
Right. I don't think he understands what he's saying. If you say don't follow your own, then whose life decisions are you following? If you're saying some old wild shit, but that ain't even the point. The point is when we get to it's gonna get bad because I don't see where this dude went straight female on me, son. Check it.
So, as a man that has kids and you have full custody of your kid, choose to do whatever you want to do. If that best suits you, go ahead, date a single mom. If it doesn't best suit you, don't date them. I've always said repeatedly on my podcast too, even if you have full custody of the kid, still do your due diligence and try not.
Now, this is where the problems start coming in for me. I was sitting there saying like, yo, because like I say, I'm a simple dude. So what happens with me, I'm sitting there saying, if you're saying that now, why don't you always say that when you do a show? Why don't you always say, look, because it's bad at this point. I tried to back you, but it's bad at this point to where you should say, look, the views and the points that's being made by me are not the lifestyle I live. I'm just, doing stuff that guys hopefully could use in their lives. You're supposed to make that disclaimer. You're not supposed to have people think you are one way. You're supposed to say, look, everything that I'm saying is all out of theory. I don't actually practice this stuff. This is all in theory, and that's a perfect disclaimer for when you say, hey, anything on your show. Look, what I say is just, views and opinions. I don't live this sort of life. I'm just using theoretical, practice, pieces and portions of hypothesis of what could be if men did this in a, possibly, nothing stone etched, etched in stone, because you're not living it, so you don't know how it is. So when you talking to the, the girls and stuff on the podcast, you're supposed to be like, well, look, I was a single father and I got me a single mother. You're supposed to say that. And the reason why, brother, the reason why is so they could get back on you. See, you making it seem like on the podcast, you're saying this and that to the women. No, lay out what you're dealing with so they can reply back to you. And that is how you will determine, whatever you're dealing with is false or real, good or bad or indifferent, because at that point, they will be able to criticize you back because of the way that you live. And you're criticizing them for wanting what you provide. So it's kind of simple. You're not giving these ladies, they're coming on your podcast and they're being honest. And they're saying, yeah, I'm a single mother and I want, people to come help out. But you're not saying the real side of you, where they can say, well, shit, why won't you promote your lifestyle so the brothers can understand getting with me is good? I'm going to do everything that you say that your girl do. But we're just getting started.
To date a woman with kids.
So I always dive into the nuances. Yeah. I don't dive into the nuances like once exposures and stuff happen. Okay, so I've always so the exceptions to the rules, right?
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. State your actual point of contention. Okay, and we'll go get into it. Go ahead.
Brother. Brother, state point of contention, brother. Why won't you? Because you know how I do. I put you right on the hook. Why won't you allow the women to, you say, hey, okay, sister, you want, brothers with money to come take care of you and your kids. That's fair. And they should be able to say to you, well, oh, you got money and you got a single mother. So they let them get back at you. Let them find out what was the nuances on how and why you made it work so that you can help them. At this point, if you're lying to the dudes and you won't help the sisters, what are you even doing the podcast for, brother?
Okay, my point of contention is for the exceptions, right? Even if you find an exceptional single mother, the children still have to go to the father. That's my premise. Because I really do believe in a patriarchal setup. I don't believe in these are her kids.
Explain. I'm not sure what you explain. You said even if you find a woman with kids, the kids still have to go to the father. What do you mean by that?
Still got to go to the father. If you want to make an exception to the rule, she got to give her children to the father.
Okay,
because
she got to give
the
children to the father. Okay, so you're saying that this is something how it should be. So if you're going to date a single mother, then how it should be, the only way you should date her is if the woman gives her kids to the father.
Yes.
Okay, now my question for you is, what if the father don't want the kids?
Brother, you messing up. So basically, I'm talking to you and you're talking to me and you're asking me. You're saying to me, hey, bro, Prince, I'm with a single mother. And I say to you, yo, the father should take the kids. And you say to me, what if the father don't want the kids? And I say to you, what the hell has that got to do with you? That's what I would say. What does that have to do with you? But my thing is, see, my whole point of getting at this dude is, first of all, he's a clown. He done revealed himself to be a clown. I tried to back him for being with the white girl for her money or whatever. But now you're saying that you're being with her and her kids because the father didn't want them. My point is saying to you, brother, why don't you tell the ladies that come on your podcast, hey, homie, say to the ladies, hey, sisters, like I'm with a single mother and the father don't want the kids and I'm still there. Allow them to say, yo, why won't you tell guys to do that? Why won't you allow them to say, well, hey, bro, why don't you tell guys do what you doing? He's missing the point. You're having a show where ladies are coming out being honest, and if you would just be honest with them back, I believe that they would say, hey, why don't you tell guys to be more like you? You're a good man. Some weird shit. That's what I say. The dude went on some real bozo campaign, but I believe Ty City got him.
And again, that still doesn't make it your responsibility.
No one said that. That's not the question. What if the father doesn't want the kids?
Wow.
Well, she's a good woman. So we can put all of these little things in it, right? This is why these conversations are silly, because it's like subjective conversations. It's subjective, man. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want. So let's just say, let's put more into it. She's a good woman, best woman you've ever met, meaning that the only thing that's baggage is that she got kids, right?
Right. Nothing's wrong with that. The only thing is, why won't you say that when the ladies are there? See, this is a problem. Give them the opportunity to say, bro, why won't you promote more men to be like you? Get with single mamas and be a good dude and help out the community. Why won't you allow them to do that? You're making all the wrong points, which starts to bring me to the conclusion you're a bird. You're a bozo. Now, that's sad, because a lot of us didn't think of you that way. Because all you had to do was say, yo, I'm with a baby mama, I'm going to change my whole rhetoric and this and that. Yeah, I got, it went a little wrong. Because if I was any of the ladies that go on your podcast, from now on, I would be like, well, why won't you promote people to be like you and get with single mothers whose father didn't want the kids and they're good people? Why won't you do that? That makes you a bozo, homie. I don't think you get it, but you're a clown. Make Jersey niggas look sad. It's messed up.
But every other thing is, it's like, dag, on every metrics, beauty, being submissive, following your lead, not being a whore, all of these things, being compliant, adding value outside of sex. She's doing everything. She's the full.
Right. And those women that come to your show believe that they are too. So why don't you tell them, look, my girl is a baby mama. Why don't y'all strive to be like her? And then y'all get a man like me, a dude who come in and help out. That's it. The problem is why you don't want to be that dude, because you are, and everybody sees it and everybody knows it. I mean, bro, don't you get it, bro? You had a run. You should actually be happy with that. You had a run, and guess where you get to go now, homie? You get to go to the baby mom side of things and really just turn this thing around. That's going to give you longevity. Like being a meatball like you are is longevity in this game, from what I'm learning. Trying to be something else is what got people earning money off you for stupidity. And like I said, any dude that could prep those girls to go there will always, throw the question back at you, not in a disrespectful way. Brother, why don't you promote more people to be like you and to get with women like your single mother? And that would be the running question every time somebody comes to your show. Because there's no way you should say anything about the baby mamas if you understand that they are great ones. Listen to how you describe it.
Every other thing is, it's like, dag, on every metrics, beauty, being submissive, following your lead, not being a whore, all of these things, being compliant,
Nice.
adding value outside of sex. She's doing everything. She's a
Nice.
full package, but she got kids. But guess what? The father don't want them kids.
Right. Don't you get it, brother? No Fugazi? You supposed to run that down to the ladies that come on your show, not the Thai City. So they could be like, oh, why don't you promote more men to be like you? Because I could be like your baby, your girl. I could be like her. Why don't you promote men to be like you and accept us? But he's, I keep it very, very simple. It's not nothing. There's no nuance to it. Why won't you allow them to say, hey, men, be like you? Because they believe that they're good baby mamas like yours. Simple.
Keep looking.
That's none of your business.
None of your business. Keep looking. That's what you're saying.
Brother, let me tell you something.
Keep looking.
Yes, you keep looking. I don't see why you won't keep looking. I think that was one of the most egregious statements he made. Keep looking. Yeah. You telling me there's nobody else in the whole wide world for you to get? Except like brother said, except a bitch who's so bad that the damn daddy don't want to be bothered with her or the baby. I mean, he don't understand, brother, from a simplistic, I'm too simple for this stuff, bro. You basically got a woman where the daddy don't want to be bothered with them, and you believe you the right thing for them. But that's fine. Why are the women that come to your show not the right thing? That's the problem. This dude is sick, B. So he's taking kids, white men don't. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Oh, hold on.
I've been in situations off.
I have no father don't want them kids.
Brother.
Keep looking.
Yeah, keep looking.
Keep looking.
Yes. What the hell?
I have no disagreement with what you're saying.
I've been in situations already, and I make the same proposal every time. And what happens is she's going to make an excuse. She's still bitter towards her baby father, and that's going to give you her character. The second thing is, if she's unable to give that man his children, you can end up in the same situation.
Okay, so this isn't a debate. This is just a conversation about single moms. So
no, it's not, brother. You bring those people to your show. But at the same time, you just say, hey, you think a guy should get with that? And they like, yeah. And you supposed to say, true that, because I got one that she follow all the things that I say. That's all. It's really that simple. You supposed to agree with everything the baby mama said, because you can't determine, or you're trying to, illustrate that she does everything that you need in and out the bedroom, and they believe that they can do that too. So that is a great conversation. I don't see why you never bring that up. How they could get back at you. Bro, why don't you promote people to be like you and accept us? What's wrong with us? And he's supposed to be like nothing. As long as you do what you... Matter of fact, let him say it. He's supposed to be like nothing.
That's what you're saying.
He's supposed to be...
all these things being...
He's supposed to be like this.
He's
supposed to be like... The baby mamas on his shows be like, so what's wrong with us? And he's supposed to say nothing, because
baggage is that she got kids, right? But every other thing is, it's like dad on every metrics: beauty, being submissive, following your lead, not being a whore, all of these things, being compliant, adding value.
What? I don't see why you can't agree with all them single mamas that come on your show and say, yo, I understand, boo, because you are just like this.
That she got kids. Right, but every other thing is, it's like dad on every metrics: beauty, being submissive, following your lead, not being a whore, all of these things, being compliant, adding value outside of sex. She's doing everything. She's the full package, but she got kids. But guess what? The father don't want them kids.
And you're supposed to say, and I stepped up, and them women would be like, yo, you that dude. They would never be throwing water and drinks on you. They would really cherish you. They would be like, yo, you that dude, son. You are the example of what these dudes should be doing out here. I mean, I don't see why I believe that's shit. He made it this far. He got large enough or whatever the case is. I think he could go to the next level. I mean, you are the goddamn poster child. And them women could appreciate a brother like you, brother. What's wrong with you? You still trying to fight it. It ain't gonna work. This dude is a clown.
That's none of your business.
This dude is a clown.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So
Okay, fair
again,
enough. I have no disagreement with what you're saying.
I've been in situations already, and I make the same proposal every time. And what happens is she's going to make an excuse. She's still bitter towards her baby father, and that's going to give you her character. The second thing is, if she's unable to give that man his children, you can end up in the same situation.
Okay, so this isn't a debate. This is just a
no. So hold on. Let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So you do your podcast, and it seems like you care about men or whatever the case is. But this man is trying to care about you and say, hey, you could end up in the same situation. So you don't care about men caring about you. You're the only one that could do the caring about men out of a theoretical rhetoric that you don't live. Like you niggas, man, you niggas are embarrassing, man. So he can't care about you getting hurt in the end, but you care about all these men when you talking to them ladies. Like, this dude's sick. This dude is a bozo. I get
single moms. So it's a subjective. Let me just speak real quick so you understand. This conversation currently right now, I don't know you. Some of the other people that I let in, we chop it up. I know these guys. Like, meaning that they came in before, I chopped it up with them. I even debated them before, but then we became cool because we agreed on a multitude of things and stuff like that. Right? I don't know you at all, right? With that being said, this current conversation is subjective, right?
See that? It's subjective. That's because ain't nobody talking to you that talks like me. I'm going to say, brother, all you have to do to make this non-subjective, Bernie, I see you. All you have to do is allow the ladies to have the same honesty that you're asking them to give you. That way you can say, hey, this, that, you're not good enough, or whatever the case is. Give them the same honesty where they know about you. Oh, so you doing it like that? Oh, so you are a good man. So you are the poster child for getting single mothers that got multiple children. So you do know how to. You could teach these men how to hang in there. Hang in there. And look at you now. You're a big podcast. Look at you now from dealing with that single mother. You are the poster child, son. So don't do all of this. It's subjective stuff. This dude's sick.
It's not objective, meaning that it is subjective, bro. It's subjective. What may not work for you could work for someone else. What you don't accept, another man in his certain circumstances and his experiences that he has with a single mom, it just may be what's best for him, right?
That's all. Brother, you ain't said nothing wrong. We're just saying, say that when you got the ladies, the single moms on the podcast, they would like not be mean to you. They would just fall into your grace. You know what I mean? If you just said that to them baby mamas, oh man, this nigga's crazy. I would say to him, bro, if you say that on every show you do, the ladies will love you, son.
Experiences that he has with a single mom, it just may be what's best for him, right? So this is all subjective. This is why when I speak, right, we speak objective in general. We give the general senses, and then there's always exceptions to the rule. You're shaking your head. What don't you understand?
Okay, so you're basically, those are another man's children. There's no way around
we
that.
know everything. There's so many things.
Right. Let's go.
Listen, bro, there's a study that came out that even said this, which I even argue and I tell men, listen, bro, if a chick had kids with another man, bro, that DNA is encoded. Those children DNA, which is of the other man, is encoded in that woman for possibly up to 5 to 8 years.
This is when I really got upset. I was like, brother. Yeah, I was like, hold on, let me hear that back. Yo, this man just said a bunch of nothing. I was like, yo, bro, I'm too simple to have something that dumb said to me. Like, you just said some dumb shit.
That DNA is encoded. Those children DNA, which is of the other man, is encoded in that woman for possibly up to 5 to 8 years.
Now, your point is,
I even tell guys on that. So
Okay,
like, it's
so-
not a good deal. Guess what? My chick don't even fit.
what is your point when you said that? I mean, you just said a bunch of nothing to me, son. What was the point? Only thing that comes in my mind is, so you enjoy swimming in another man's DNA. I don't know. What the fuck am I supposed to say? I don't get it. And I won't try to. Let's go.
That rule. She's the exception. We had a kid
She's not
12 years after her other
She's
kid.
not even,
Not even included in the
She's not
tonight. So
even-
listen. So this is what I'm saying, man. All of these things that you are speaking about, it isn't really a debate. I would say, listen, bro, this is what I'll tell you, Ty City. I'll say, listen, I would agree if that's how you want to live your life, and if you have a son and you want to tell your son only date a single mom for this certain circumstance, go ahead, be my guest. But actually get to a point that you want to debate. Go ahead.
The point is, everything that you just said, why don't you lead your show with that? So that all of the ladies could know who they're talking to. So that when you say certain things, they have the ability to say, well, hold on. In your life, XYZ. That's the point, bro. And I understand that you're missing the point. And like I said, that in my estimation, it makes you a bozo. Because you're missing the whole point. I mean, could you imagine how your show would go if you led with that? Yo, look, I'm a black man. I'm this, I'm that. I got I got a white baby mama. She had 2 kids. The father don't want the kids. What did I do? I got with her because she's good to me in and out the bedroom. She submits. She does what I say. So what did I do after that? I impregnated her. And what's been going on since then? Life has been grand. Start your show like that. And then start asking the ladies questions about how they want a man to come get with them and take care of them and their kids. I mean, it would be glorious. He don't get it though. That's why you know he fake. Because he's so caught up in the wrong shit. Okay, you scored with the fake stuff. Now come out with the real stuff. You'll be all right. The fake stuff is over. After this Ty City joint, I was like, oh no, he talks like that? Oh, this dude is sick. He talks like that?
right. So you're using I had kids, she had kids as a reason to be a stepdad. And that's just like, because you can say it's subjective, but at the same time, you can't be pro.
A little bit of slow internet, son. New York shit, player. What I'm supposed to do? I could always just talk through it, but yeah, man, this dude is sick. I'm like, damn, I wanted to back him for being with the she-devil, and coming up and everything, but he can't even stand on business. Come on. And now, once you're trying to make an excuse out of everything, that's when I have a question. Why don't you just lead your show with how you do everything you said to Ty City? Just lead your show with that in dealing with baby mamas, then ask them bitches some questions. It would be a great show, man. I don't think he get it, though. It would be a great show. They would be like, hold on, you bitch ass nigga. No, you ain't telling somebody not to come help me when you helping some white bitch. It would be classic. It would be classic, man. It would be classic. It would be outright classic, man. Wow, I didn't think it would last that long on me.
If a chick had kids with another man, bro, that DNA is encoded. Those children DNA, which is of the other man, is encoded in that woman for possibly up to 5 to 8 years.
Right. Right.
I even tell guys on that. So
Okay,
like, it's
so-
not a good thing. Guess what? My chick don't even fit that rule. She's the exception. We had a kid.
She's not
12 years after her other
She's
kid.
not a,
Not even included in the
She's not
tonight. So
a-
listen. So this
God damn. We didn't hear that part. Hold on. God damn, 12 years after? You telling me you couldn't get no other box? 12 years after. That baby was 12 when you got that box. Man, shit.
this is what I'm saying, man. All of these things that you are speaking about, it isn't really a debate. I would say, listen, bro, this is what I'll tell you, Ty City. I'll say, listen, I would agree if that's how you want to live your life, and if you have a son and you want to tell your son only date a single mom for this certain circumstance, go ahead, be my guest. But actually get to a point that you want to debate. Go ahead.
right. So you're using I had kids, she had kids as a reason to be a stepdad. And that's just like, because you can say it's subjective, but at the same time, you can't be pro.
What the hell's going on right here? Shit stopped working right here. What's going on, man? Well, let me cook this bitch made nigga, B. That's crazy. Shit stopping at the same spot.
She's not
12 years after her other.
Unreal. Yeah, son. That's my dude, no Fugazi. Man, he has I think that's the good part about it. He could actually like switch his whole strategy now. That's the only good part about it. Because the same strategy is not going to work. I mean, I'm on board now. Like, I get it. I get what everybody else was doing. Like, he can't even stand on it. Yo, he's supposed to be like, yo, I came up. You know, I did this, I did that. I came up. Let it reload. I came up, you know, and I had everybody fooled thinking that I was, you know, some sort of alpha dude or whatever, and I'm truly not. And I would say that he don't even have to like come out with no apology and no shit like that. Just come out and say, every time he do a show, say, look, you know, I'm Mr. No Fugazi. You know, I got a single mom. I got with her 12 years after she had her last kid. The father don't want the kids. The father don't want to be around them. I stepped up. I stepped in. 12 years after that, now me and her got a kid. Everything's good. And the reason why is because she's submissive. She do everything I say in and out the bedroom. And she's an all-around great, great human being. And just start his show like that every time. And I would say, homie, ask all the same questions that you always ask. And just do your regular show and watch the difference, the way them bitches come. Them bitches. Yeah, them bitches would be like, what? Yeah, it would be a great show. You know? They would be like, how could you even say that when you are the poster child? Your bitch got 2 or 3 kids and you telling niggas don't rock with good people like us. And you know how they say, because we made a mistake. Yes, our baby fathers don't want to be bothered with us or the babies either. We're in the same boat as your baby, as your girl. What's the difference? He cannot identify a difference. So I say, hey, you should be on their team, but also talk the same thing you talk in the show. So they'll know you're down because your life says it. And that's the point he's missing. But just talking on podcasts, they can actually have a better conversation with you because they know you're full of shit or you're just talking. And, you know, they'll know that when it really, really comes down to it, you're on the baby mama's side more than you're on, you know, whatever else you're talking about. And that's just how it goes sometimes. My shit's not loading up, B. We might have to go to Lisa Ray for a second till that loads up, B.
Kind of clouded my judgment. I was like, oh, I just find you charming, and I know that we will have a great life together, and I know that we can accomplish a lot of business together, and I know that we can do some things. But first lady, I don't know. And then we called off the wedding at first, you know, and then all of my friends and my family was like, girl, you crazy, you know what I mean? And I was honest with them. I was like, I don't know what that's going to mean. I came to LA to become an actress, and I'm not done. And he would say to me, you don't have to finish off anything that you don't want to. I want you just the way that you are. And he said all the right things. And even today, he says the right things when I talk to him. But,
come on, man. What's happening here, man? My internet is up. My internet is right. Well, hold on. My internet is right. Maybe something wrong with that connection. Let me try the other one. Let me try the other one, son. Sorry about this.
That's going to mean.
Oh, I was on the wrong network.
And I'm done. And he would say to me, you don't have to finish off anything that you don't want to. I want you just the way that you are. And he.
Hold on, I was on the wrong network, son. Where's this Todd City shit at? Yo, man, that girl Lisa Ray, she was with some president dude. I forgot where it was, but she was the first lady. And, she's telling the story on how she never loved him. She just, she fucked him in 1 month and married him. Just some sick, same sick shit that Cooley girl is. Whatever this nigga name is.
Those children DNA, which is of the other men, is encoded in that woman for possibly up to 5 to 8 years. I even tell guys on that. Okay, so like, it's not a good deal. Guess what? My chick don't even fit that rule. She's the exception. We had a kid 12 years after her other kid. Not even included in the test. So listen. So this is what I'm saying, man. All of these things that you are speaking about, it isn't really a debate. I would say, listen, bro, this is what I'll tell you, Ty City. I'll say, listen, I would agree if that's how you want to live your life, and if you have a son and you want to tell your son only date a single mom for this certain circumstance, go ahead, be my guest. But actually get to a point that you want to debate. Go ahead.
Right. So you're using I had kids, she had kids as a reason to be a stepdad. And that's just like, because you can say it's subjective, but at the same time, you can't be pro-men's, patriarchal, and then you have another man's children in your house. It doesn't work.
That's a very, very true statement. Now, how do I know? I'm Prince Simp. All right, I'm a prince. So I would know, right? You are, and that's the whole thing. No Fugazi, you are a prince, brother. You are not this alpha king. You're a prince, son. You got it all wrong. And Ty City's right.
Work like that. Some of you, because look, some of you guys, the red pill.
Okay, so you can say that a man can't have. You made a point. I'm going to address the point that you made. We can do it point by point. No, I got your point. You just you don't understand how to debate. You made a point. You said that, well, at the end of the day, those are still another man's kids. You're still taking care. You're still a stepdaddy to another man's kids. If any man dates a single mom, you are still this. How can you say that you're not really patriarchal then if you are doing this? That is incompatible. How can you be for patriarchy, but you're taking care of another man's kids? Is that your point that you're making? Yes or no?
Right.
Listen, I know that's right. So then let me finish let me give a rebuttal. You got it. This is how things work. Listen, bro, I do this. You're new. I do it every Wednesday. I active listen. You get it? So my point to that would be, well, if you think that is not patriarchal, the other side would be a man that has no kids, that isn't leaving his DNA to it isn't leaving the blueprint of his DNA out. Okay, versus a man that's single that doesn't have any kids. I would say that man, even if he has a single mom, even if he is with a chick that has kids, he's still more manly than a nigga that don't got any kids because he can still leave a legacy behind.
There you go. Now, like I said, I rock with Ty City, and I think No Fugazi is all right. But my whole thing is, why don't you say all this stuff when the ladies are on the show? That's my point. So they could know you got their back, son. You keep acting like you're the fucking enemy of the bitches. You're not. If you just lay out the truth, they would have way more respect and honor for a man like you, brother. They would actually honor you. And you're creating this false narrative that you're their enemy. It's crazy. I mean, almost psychotic shit that I'm willing to give you a pass on if you say, okay, I ran it up doing that. Now I could do, the real shit, which is fine. But you cannot stand on this and think, that's what I say, if you think that you're actually making sense, you're a bozo. And a lot of us didn't think that you was like this, homie. You're a complete bozo. You're talking all this legacy and generational wealth. Brother, you can go find you whatever you want in this world. Don't you know that? Especially if you're talking about just getting some pussy, was about, somebody who ain't got no kids. You can find that everywhere. They delete the babies all damn day. Come on, man.
I would also push the needle and say this. Look, I would also push the needle and say this. The man that is taking care of I would also say this, bro. Let me finish my point, right? I'm just arguing your points because it isn't really like a debate. You're just making claims, which is like, okay, fair enough. It's like
I said, homie, it's not a claim. If you just stated your life, you should lead your show with that so the women can have an understanding of who they're talking to. If you're not doing that, it is safe to say you are pushing out a false narrative. And you're trying to make it look like you're the enemy of the woman when you're actually the poster child of every single mother that ever existed. They wish they all could get a nigga like you. Don't you get it, bro? This dude is a clown.
I have no quarrel with the claim that you're making.
Wow.
But to give an argument back to it, I would say that, well, a man that,
Wow.
If you feel lost when it comes to stock trading
This dude
and you're
is
looking for
sick.
guidance, listen up. Here at University of Options, we guarantee
that is taking care of Joseph from the Bible. That kid wasn't his. Is Joseph a simp?
Wow. Now you going to the Bible. That's what the bitches do, homie. They be like, God gonna bring me a good man. No Fugazee. I didn't even watch it this far. He's really breaking my heart now.
Answer that question. Was Joseph a simp? Yes or no?
I don't even do the Bible.
It was. But you know Mary and Joseph. Joseph was the heir of from the legacy. He was the heir of King David, Moses.
Look at what we doing. Look at what we doing, son. And this ought to let all you niggas know he ain't serious about what he doing, man. The man's really out here playing. And it's sad that when you expose it, I guess, Derrick Jackson, I think Derrick Jackson held it down a little stronger than this. This dude is a clown. I believe Derrick Jackson, he was just like, yo, I'm going to just leave my wife. Fuck that bitch.
Those heirs came down. And then God took his seed, put it in the Mary. Listen, bro, you're just talking. Just listen, let me finish the point, bro. Let me finish the point. You said that Joseph was a simp. I make jokes about that too, but listen, right? Listen. Just listen, let me finish the point.
No, it's a simp.
No, bro. How is Joseph a simp? You just making nonsense, man. You're not making good points. You're trash, bro. Trash debater. You out here, man. You out here, bro.
There you go. There you have it. And I believe that if he would say all those things he said to Ty City about the woman to the women that's on his show, he would have all them bitches walking out. It would be a better show. They would be jumping up and down to him like, yo, you the fakest thing I ever seen. It would be great TV. And he would have to always be kicking people out. Because when it comes to his lifestyle, he is the poster child for all those women he bring on his show. And he's more of an ally than an enemy. And they would be totally upset at him for trying to act like he's not their guy. Like it would be totally funny.
Bro, this guy, no subjective points, making claims. Okay, man, if you think that, then for sure. Great for you. Joseph wasn't a simp.
Homie. See, I didn't know you was this much of a bitch made nigga. The point is, would you advise the majority of men to do the lifestyle that you're doing? Let's just stop playing these games. Would you advise the lifestyle that you're doing for a man who has the same amount of money that you have? And you would say, no, I didn't have the money that I have now. All right. So would you advise that man to do it when you had the money that you had when you first got with him? Because these niggas are clowns, man. I'm sorry, bro. They're clowns. I didn't know he was like this, but that little exchange right there, I was like, dang. You start talking about the Bible and others, brother. So you up on this internet just playing. Oh. Hey, these are the guys that get the 300,000 subs. You know, all of us brothers over here, we don't get those sort of subs. You know what I mean? These are the niggas that get the sub. That's why we always try to say, hey, we wish we could be fake. We wish we could be phony. It's a gift, man. It's a gift to that shit, son. You wish you could be like that. I got a nasty Kendra cam for you niggas.
Okay. All right. Denise, let's do the Kendra cam. All righty.
Can you see me? I took my glasses off, so.
Okay. Yes, we can see you.
Okay.
I know that bed frame, girl. I know that bed frame.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. These black bitches. So the bed frame is what's important. You ain't got no nigga in there. You got a gorgeous bed, no nigga in there. It is what it is, man. They got the vibrators and all that shit, man. This is the dirty rat right here. This is a dirty, dirty rat.
He said all the right things. And even today he says the right things when I talk to him.
Lots of talk.
Oh yeah, we do. And I just was like, it was like a fairy tale. And I don't know anyone that would have said no. And now looking back in hindsight, looking at what these young ladies do today, I set the mark for them.
Lisa.
Now knowing what these ladies do today, I set the mark. We hadn't listened to the video this far. We had stopped when she had said, yeah, I married the guy. I wasn't in love with him. I was just fucking him. You know, when I fuck somebody, there's no love associated. Listen, my pussy ain't something to be cherished. Just because I give you my pussy don't mean I gotta love you. And she followed it up by saying this.
Back in hindsight, looking at what these young ladies do today, I set the mark for them.
Lisa, Fred, but
I set the mark for the ladies being whores and gay men celebrating it.
hey,
Yeah.
you taught these girls how to get flued out.
Hello now.
You taught these girls how to get flued out. Hello now. Hello now. Hey now. You telling me that ain't good stuff? Come on. That's the best. Come on, man. Come on now.
You are the original baddie.
How come niggas ain't covering this? This is the hot take right here, pimp.
This is what I'm fascinated by this. And I'm fascinated by
Homie. We gotta stop this shit, man. You're fascinated by a bitch being a whore because you gay, man. There's not nothing to be fascinated by, son, unless you thought she was a decent woman.
No, about your honesty too, because the thing is this. A lot of these girls would never admit, like, okay, you know, I met this man, he's into me. I may not be in love with him, but I see the potential because listen, let's have a real conversation.
No. That is not the way a real man would frame it. A real man would say, yo, so you give your pussy out without being in love with the person. And she say, well, shit, the love don't come until he put it on me. Everything to emphasize that the bitch is a whore. You got it all wrong, brother. You got it all wrong.
Marriage is a business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? A lot of these girls nowadays, and this always happened, but you are the OG. Everybody wants to marry somebody that can teach them something and elevate them. You should, at least. I hope.
Whoa. Hold on. Well, why the man can't want that? That's where my problem is at all times. Why the man can't want that?
That's what you're looking for. Because you can do that myself.
I say it all the time, but they want to give me a bad, rep for it. But I don't care because my thing is I can stand on what I've accomplished. I'm an accomplished actress. I'm successful in my own right. You can find a whole slew of people out there that's doing it better than I, but for me and my family, I am doing great. So that means I want to match my swag. I want you to do great too, because can you imagine the great earth things that we can do together? Come on, somebody. Hello. What you say? Oh, there's the bitches in the back. Yes.
Were you sexually attracted to him?
We had a one-night stand.
What?
When
Oh
he
my
came, we had an 18-hour date that was
You
fast.
nasty bitch.
Things that we can do together. Come on, somebody. Hello. What you say? Oh, there's the bitches in the back. Yes.
Were you sexually attracted to him?
We had a one-night stand. When he came to get me, we had an 18-hour date that was
Unbelievable.
And
explain to me this 18-hour date. I had a 3-hour date.
Unreal.
I thought a 3-hour date was good. You're gonna be 18 hours.
I was in Jamaica hosting a whole entire week in hedonism. And he said to me, can I come over to take you to dinner because you're not that far from Turks and Caicos Islands? I said, absolutely, I'm doing this week. Come on over, whatever. So he comes and he takes me and all my friends and my family to this restaurant. The restaurant was kind of slow. And I'm like, what is going on in the restaurant? My cousin said, girl, he didn't close down the restaurant for you. I said, oh, I like that. And he should, absolutely, So I'm already, feeling like he got some style here. And he goes to the party.
Hold on. So the man got to shut the whole place down to have style. Brothers. I'm glad you need to be glad this bitch is over the hill, B. Because this was those years. Whenever Players Club came out and running was, how it's been. She's telling you what it's been with the Gladiator BW. This behavior. And then you start to add on, whatever you look like, whatever your success is. And then, start to go into no fat shaming, no ugly shaming, no wig shaming. And everybody believes this certain philosophy, not of being a boss, of not cherishing your pussy. That's what it is.
His entourage is over to the side, but he's watching me, but he's still content and secure enough to let me do my thing. And I watch everybody in the party. You know what I mean? So I was thinking, okay, he know how to get in where he fit in. He's not doing too much. He's laid back. I like all of this vibe that he's giving. And he walked me to my hotel door and he said, I would love to host you in Turks and Caicos Islands. You're not far. We had talked on the beach for hours until the sun came up.
Okay, so we got it. So basically, you're talking about a nigga with, let's just throw a number out there, say 20 million. Let's say 20 million. Let's say 20 million. So no matter what the scenario is, she still, like, her price is all within his budget. Like, bitch, you still a low, your price ain't high. The man got money. You still low price to him. He can buy you.
About everything, And I said to him, I said, I'll let you know. I have 2 more days here. I'll let you know. I went inside. Everybody was up waiting. I'm like, how was it? I said, it was great. I had fun. We talked about da-da-da-da. I said, you guys want to go to Turks and Caicos? They was like, hell yeah. I said, let's go. I called him. I said, well, we are going to come.
We.
Mm-hmm. That's how I roll, And so he said, no problem. And he came back to get us. And to me, I said, you gonna come back and get me? So that meant he was on a private plane, and I'm with that as well. We got on the plane, maybe an hour into the snooze. I looked out the window, and I felt like, remember that show, the plane, Fantasy Island?
Yes.
I felt like that. I was like, wow, look at this water. Oh my God, it was beautiful. We landed. We went through customs in the back way, you know what I mean? And I already knew he had a little pub, right? I'm like, oh, you know, and I heard on his card it said Minister of Tourism. The ministers that we call ministers over here is the godly minister. So I don't know that means anything different. I'm like, oh, God bless you. I curse too much. I know right now I'm going to say a couple of shit, damn it. So there may be a turn off for him or not, but I'm still got to be me, you know, and then we'll find out on this day. So
Wow.
we go to this condo. He takes my friends and my family into this beautiful condo. But I noticed that, you know, my bags had been left behind in the car. And, you know, everybody else's bags is here at this condo. I said, oh, okay, let's see where this gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we leave there, they change clothes, we get back in the car, we go to his house. Beautiful property. He had a couple of housekeepers come out to serve us mimosas, you know, for a welcome drink at his home. And we went outside in the back, which was the beach, while he changed into some cargo shorts and a t-shirt. We jumped in his Jeep and he playing rap music. I said, okay, just real, what is it, demure. Right? And I was like, all right, so then we go down the way and we get on his boat. And I said, this is going to be great. He took us around the island. He took us to Parakeet where Bruce Willis had a place and Donna Karen has a place, and it's a private island. And it was beautiful. We had a lunch that was fit for a king and a queen. And my friends and family went back on his boat, his yacht, and we stayed. And we stayed in Bruce Willis' place. And we talked. We went skinny dipping. We swam in the pool. We talked so much.
This bitch sending fantasies out to these people, man. Like you say, I mean, it is what it is, man. Because like you say, I agree with you, homie. At the end of the day, it still wasn't good enough. That's what makes you goofy.
So I called my mother that night and said, you have to meet him. You have to come here. Can you come Thursday? So this is what, even his charm, it let me know that I was going to see him again, definitely. We had a wild night. We was drinking all night, and it went down, and it was good.
It was good.
It was good. You know what I mean? And that morning I woke up, and he said, I have two things to tell you. One, you can get some sun, because I know you like to tan, and here's some sun lotion. He says, and the other one is you have an hour, your flight leaves. And I said, what do you mean? I gotta go. You know, so I'm running around, and I'm half wet, you know, whatever. And he's driving me to the airport, and we have a police escort. I'm thinking, whatever and however they're doing it over here, I like it. So I was like, go ahead. You know what I mean? So we get into the airport, and I'm like, where's my friends and family? He's like, they're at the airport already. I said, he is handling everything. I go through the airport, we holding hands. I see this big picture of him on the wall, and I look at him, and I said, why is your picture on the wall? He says, well, I am the premier. I said, what does that mean? He said, it's like the president. I said, cha-ching.
You're so
Bingo. And I said, see you Thursday. You know what I mean? And so, you know, the deal was already sealed before I even saw him at the airport, but I can't say that he didn't make the deal sweeter. Of course he did. Success, no success.
Listen, because nobody wants to be real anymore. This is a real conversation because, listen, it's nice to be with a powerful man.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't make you a gold digger at all, because obviously people think you're a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's Lisa Ray, you know, she ain't. Why waste your time dating somebody who is not going to elevate your life? And
Don't you? I mean, like I say, y'all know me, man. That is the way that I live. And I employ my brothers to do the same. I don't see how who the fuck you talking to, you bitch ass nigga? We do the same. Fuck you think this is? That ain't just for that. That ain't just for you. Yeah. Doing all that for a 60-year-old woman is absolutely insane. Makes you an absolute goofy. And it ain't enough. And the reason why it's not enough is because don't want to be nice enough to keep it. Say, yo, I'm good with what I got. That's the position of the Gladiator BW at all times. But how could you want a more powerful man than him? Because you don't want shit. That's why.
Not even just that. But here's the thing. I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and I'm accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants...
See that? Never will do shit for you niggas, B. You ain't no good you could be. That's why you can't... I'm sorry, I got a name drop. Can't listen to this Anton and all this bullshit. You make your money for you if it's about money. Please don't think it's about no bitch. That's why we was telling homie from England, your money ain't got nothing to do with no bitch. You cannot make your money for that. At the end of the day, she still has the choice to say no. And why? Because she's too busy making her own. And guess what? That's good enough. Unless she can, get with this bitch guy. And that's what they all trying to do. So they trying to get with the nigga like that or die trying. So that pussy is out of service.
Just for lunch meetings. And if it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend there. I don't want to stress you out now that I already have and I'm accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings, and if it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me. But here's the thing. I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and I'm accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings, and if it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacation and go on holiday for the month. We are not going to be able to make this work. That's simple to me.
Are you there? 30% off unlimited credit card from the Visa side of sale.
I'm going to tell you something, man. That nigga, B. You know when you go on your YouTube dashboard and they show you your subscribers or whatever it is on that dashboard page. I rarely go on any of this shit, but I went on it and the nigga is like one of my latest subscribers, the dude Ayo from England. I'm like, yo, this fucking creep, man. Man's a fucking creep. Man won't take niggas if this man's a creep. Are you fucking serious? Didn't y'all hear what she said? Don't y'all hear that from the gladiators that called Kevin that every show we watch, they all say the same thing? I go to this restaurant for lunch. You got to pay your whole check to go there. That makes you not a good enough man for me. And that's just what it is. I mean, you take it how you want it. I know you niggas out there, you put it down in the bedroom and all this shit, and you turn bitches out all the time. She ain't gonna never know for some other reason. She ain't gonna know you're a good man for her. Because you're good enough to save your money and take her to the restaurant. But she go there for lunch every day, so you're disqualified. That's all that's the nutshell right there. And when you call it, like you say, old women, man, you old, you got money, and you don't want to, you just like Vivica, you don't want to tell the truth. I got to load up that other StreamYard I got. So I could, the one where I got Vivica and all them dancing on the boat on the girls' trip.
You know what?
You enjoyed this.
Yeah. So I don't really care about them saying that. So many people now, and it's only the women that don't know any better, or the ones that have not experienced it.
Teach the girl.
Or let mama show you.
No, teach
Let
her.
auntie show you. You know what I mean? Because I've been there, done that. I'm not trying to be with anyone that I have to be a teacher. Life is spanking us right now. Life is our teacher. Can I live in a house where I'm always teaching you as well? That's too much. That's too heavy. I don't want that. I'm gonna teach you some things, on an everyday basis, but not where, the life lessons you were supposed to have and store them up on me, because I'm damn sure gonna give them to you. I'm world traveled. I'm world cultured. I'm talented. I'm successful. I'm domesticated. I'm family. You get all these things. Don't you know that I have a list as well?
There you have it, fam. And y'all said she's 60? Nigga said she's 60. Unbelievable. Talking like that. That's a shame. That's a shame. Because like I always say, a bitch like this gonna say, I'm a grandma, and all I say is, well, mom, where's the grandpa? Why he not as important as you? That's just the fucked up part of this shit. Like, where's the grandpa? If you the grandma. Unreal. This woman is sick. She trying to teach the black sisters. No, you can't. You can't put your hands on them, B. Can't put your hands on them because they ain't worth it. All right. If a person like this gives me the time of day, that means I got to have me some fun. And guess what that fun could cost you? It could cost you the box. It could cost you everything. But you have your fun, man. You never go to putting hands on. You do everything else. How you say? Yo, I've never done it, so I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I would like to do it. Just, you know how they do niggas? You sitting at the table and just throw a drink on this bitch. You know what I mean? You could do something like that, but don't put your hands on her. Once you throw that drink on her, she gonna put her hands on you. So you ain't gotta worry about that. You talking about a gladiator, son.
You need to have your list. Do I check the boxes that you need for in a woman? Do you check the boxes for me? And one of them has to be accomplished, successful, powerful, and rich. Boxes for me. And one of them has to be accomplished, successful, powerful, and rich. Successful, powerful, and rich. Successful, powerful, and rich. It's other things though. It's funny. It's God-fearing. It's family. It's generous. It's a leader. But see, those first four that I named, normally all those other things at the bottom come with that type of men. Because businessmen move differently, more strategic than the rest. Because their moves, they have a lot on the line to lose if they make the wrong decision. If you still trying to play it off and trying to figure it out and all of that, you kind of you just get a little bit. Bosses say, "Let me have that, and let I have one too." Exactly. And a boss bitch is gonna say, "Exactly. That's what you were supposed to do." I'm not gonna sit there and go.
See that? That's how come now what you can do is you could call them bitch. That's why I call them bitch, because they call them bitch. Ain't no bitch gonna tell me, yo, don't call me, bitch, please. You call it bitch. Ain't just me.
Gonna say, exactly, that's what you were supposed to do.
Dang.
Exactly. And a boss bitch is gonna say, exactly, that's what you were supposed to do. I'm not gonna sit there and go, he said I can have one too. That's for the women that don't know no better. I'm deserving of. You're supposed to. The way that I was reared, I came from a two-part family, a mother and a father, not a single parent. So I saw my mother being the housewife and taking care of my father. I saw my father being the one that takes care of the family, the provider, the leader. I saw that. It's all I know. It's all I know. And all I know is that my mother didn't work. Now, I'm a millennial woman, right? So I work and I know how to do both.
No. See that? Now, if she had said something like that to me, not the gay guy, if she said something like that to me, I would have said, see, you know how it is when you're talking to somebody, you say, well, your mother didn't work, you're a millennial and you did. So is it safe to say that you're not like your mother? And she would say, yes, I'm not like my mother. So it would be safe to say that you don't deserve a man like your father, right? Right? And she's supposed to say, right, I don't. I deserve a more powerful man. Undermining her own daddy and her mama. And that is the Gladiator BW. Her daddy was a dope boy. That's why she extra like this. She had minks. I did hear that. Ghetto trash. Right. See, I didn't even want to go to the main question. I didn't want to go to that question, disagreeable. I didn't want to go there. Ghetto trash talking all this. I didn't want to say, ma'am, do you recommend women that make 100,000 and less take the same approach that you take? See, because you're supposed to be out here to help the women, right? So do you suggest that the women that make 100 grand and less take your same approach? Because there's real conversation to be had when somebody goes off like this, where you could just really push them into that monster corner and they could just show you, I'm a monster. See, we could see it because we live. But she will admit it if you ask her the right questions.
So give me twofold then. Because you're not lacking anything. You get a bonus. You get both.
Want to sit?
You get a bonus, you get both. Bitch was married to the president, left his ass because she said, I want to do me.
But this,
Yeah.
so the thing is this. Okay, most women though, if they know their man is cheating, who's powerful, he has all of this, they stay. They turn a blind eye. Why didn't you stay knowing that he cheated on you?
Well, I knew that we both were not 100% in this marriage. You know, I knew that we were feeling our way through. And I knew that he was dealing with wanting me in a different capacity than what I could give him at the time. And so because I had left the relationship before and I was healing and I didn't want him to feel that he was the rebound, but the fact of the matter was that he was, you know.
There you have it. Now, you see, y'all keep thinking the bad part was she called him a rebound. That ain't the bad part. The part is what makes her different. That you said you was healing. And the best thing that you could do for yourself is give your pussy up. And then once you leave that man, you call him a rebound. Failing to mention that, yo, you gave your pussy up on some rebound shit. It wasn't nothing genuine about fucking. Putting your pussy at risk. There was nothing genuine about putting your pussy at risk for money and things. You're not telling the whole story, sis. This was about your pussy being at risk. If you say he a cheater and he's a powerful man and he lives in Turks and Caicos somewhere, the man dick could have been in very toxic places. But you didn't care. You still put your pussy out there. What about that part? You said you just finished coming out of a relationship. Damn. Right. Why healing always have to start at the box, right? Right. Because that's what they believe will get you to be nice if you got money. If you got money, that'll get you to be nice. You want to pay for this? We call a nigga goofy because we know he could have had 1 million of those. That's why we call him goofy. But you know how it is. He wanted to play with this alleged Ferrari. He seen the bitch on TV. Man, probably, hey, yo, that dude probably was 13 years old when that movie came out. The man probably was a young buck. And he had the opportunity to get this bitch and he did it. Simple as that. She keep trying to undermine him every time she talk about him. But she not understanding that the way that live nigga see it is that you was bought, he was goofy. You put your pussy out there not trying to describe the risk of fucking people from different places. Okay? And how you could have caught HIV and AIDS.
And I was going to give it a good old college try. And that's what both of us agreed to. We agreed to making it what we wanted it to be. So I knew that there was going to be some things that I would have to sweep under the rug. And I was willing to do that. But
I was willing to sweep me giving my pussy out in a month's time after coming off with a rebound because he spent a lot of money on me and my family and flew us to Turks and Caicos, and I spoke to my mother and I put my pussy out there for the sake of the family. Wow. Wow. I didn't know she was this wicked.
so I knew that there was going to be some things that I would have to sweep under the rug, and I was willing to do that. But when it gets too much dust under the rug and it becomes a lump in the rug and I may trip over it, then it's like I can't pretend like it's not there because I can't even vacuum it over it, which I wouldn't vacuum it anyway, but you know what I mean. But the fact is that, again, I'm not a person that's just going to run. I'm not soft. I'm going to be in it with you. You know what I mean? We're going to take the ups and the downs. You know, I'm not a fair weather friend. I'm not a fair weather wife. It's like, come on, you know. But then when it becomes disrespectful and in your face, it made me say, oh, no, I don't love you that much to go through nothing like this.
He was different.
Now, what does that mean? Anybody know what that means? Talk to me, man. Come on, man. It's more than King Disagreeable in here. I never heard someone take this long to say, I said my box. And yo, you know what's funny? She said the disrespect. She said the disrespect start being in her face. What does that mean? What does that mean? That mean you had that old ass pussy and that man wanted to fuck on it. And you want to play all these games and be disrespectful in his face and not give it to him. And you believe he should live his life unfucked or fucked at a limit. It's the only way a man would disrespect you. You just don't get it. Well, you get it. You just don't want to admit it. Secondary factor, probably got fibroids, all sort of fucking shit that makes your pussy out of commission every now and then. But you don't want to admit that. You don't know that we know you dress that. You could be dressing up ovarian cysts. I'm not going to go. I don't want to gross nobody out. I mean, stop. But we know he ain't just not fuck you for nothing. There's plenty to the story. Plenty to the story.
Disrespectfully cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And in what way? How did that look for you?
Friends, you know, you going out of town with my friends and propositioning people and taking even my male friends and making them, you know, coerce with you. And it's like you put them in a compromising position because they're my friend. And now you're trying to buy their loyalty, and now they're feeling compromised. Like, oh, I want to tell Lisa Ray, but I still want to go out of town too.
Ma'am, he bought you. You just said any man that you get gotta be able to buy you. So anybody associated with you should, you know, birds of a feather flock together. You just said the man gotta be rich, man. I'm not doing
Cha-ching.
this. See that? See that? I didn't even know. Cha-ching. That's all you about, sis.
Bingo. And I said, so you thirsty. You know what I mean? And so, you know, the deal was already sealed before I even saw him at the airport. But I can't say that he didn't make the deal sweeter. Of course he did. Success, no bad.
Listen, because nobody wants to be real anymore. This is a real conversation because, listen, it's nice to be with a powerful man.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't make you a gold digger at all, because obviously people think you're a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's Lisa Ray, you know, she can't. Why waste your time dating somebody who is not going to elevate your life? And
not even just that. But here's the thing. I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and I'm accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings and it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me.
I just heard something. Homie. And it brings me to a point that we all know. I'm going to read this comment first, though. Just think about it. If you can actually afford it, why would you pay for 60? Yeah, I know. But it just made me think of something. So listen to what she said.
Takes you your whole check to take me there.
That was my point. Check this out. Stay with me right here. Stay with me right here. This is a good one. This is a good one. It just came to me. Check this out. This is what happens when you deal with the Gladiator BW. This is very important. She just said you got to have this, that, and the third, right? And this is so important, man. I'm sure you brothers go through this. She just said the dude should have this, that, and the third. And guess what happens with the Gladiator BW? When you have this, that, a third, a fourth, and a fifth, and you play the game like you got it like that, that's too much for them. They don't want to play then. See that? So they want you to have this, that, and the third. But once you got this, that, a third, a fourth, and a fifth, they can't handle it. It's disrespectful. See that? See that? He got it like that. But that's disrespectful. But preset, he got to have this, that, and the third. See that? Wow. See that? See that? That's something that always happens with these gladiators. Anytime you want to play ball, because like I say, they want to play ball, you know, with the fucking hoop 6 feet. All right? And no defense. Okay? They want to play ball with the hoop 6 feet and no defense. And if you just play defense on one possession, just to show, yo, I'm winning. You know, yeah. They're like, yo, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more. I won't play no more. I won't play no more. That's just crazy, B. Yes. Financial abuse until you that dude with the president. It don't matter no more. I got everything. That turns into disrespect. See that? Making it a never winning scenario when dealing with the Gladiator BW. It's beautiful when you see it in real time.
Is it what you gonna do?
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Make sure you do it across the water. Don't do it here. We have 4 staff. Our staff live underneath us. When I say the White House, our White House, we stay in the White House in Turks and Caicos. So while we're arguing, we can't argue like a regular couple because our butler is in the next room. So now we gotta, what are you doing? We're okay, thank you. Why would you, you gotta have some kind of cool, and he had none. And it was like, they would call me, go, First Lady, we have someone here at the house and Premier's not here and we don't know what to do. She's inviting people over. What should I do? And I would go, what's her name?
Hold on, Lisa Ray, you been telling me this man's mistresses will come to your home with her friends and try to take over the house while you were living there.
And they didn't know how to. All they were doing was partying. And that's easy for you to think that that's what it takes to be a successful, wife to someone that's successful too, that we just party, with a purpose. But that's not all to it. You're not just destroying a marriage. You're destroying a couple that has a position in this country. That's different. That's added on responsibility. And so with all of my friends and people that knew that I was now this new First Lady of this country, when you come over there to seek out my husband or to even be turned on by him or propositioned by him, however way it goes, you should do what any rightful person would do and go, oh, I don't want to get in the middle of this. This too much. I make history. I am the first African-American actress to be a First Lady.
There you go. My pussy has garnered high status. You can't make history. Well, hold on. What about Michelle Obama? Hold on. So she did it before Michelle. Wow. Dang. That bitch speaking high on her pussy. Dang. Serious.
the first actress was Grace Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you try to, but it's always us. They try to bring us down. Why would you come in between that and try to destroy that for your opportunity when this opportunity is already new and you interviewed me before and you knew that I was first lady? You knew what it was, but you came over for the parties anyway. And it's a lot of them that don't really know that I know that he slept with them. When you have pillow talk with someone, he wasn't just my boyfriend. He was my husband. So even though we found our way back to a friendship, it's just that we're friends. So I still ask questions and go, you know what about that time? Did you sleep with her? He said, yeah. I go, really? He go, mm-hmm. And I go, wow. She's still in my face and she don't even think I know.
Ma'am, it ain't about her. It's about you. They knew you wasn't going to hang in there. Come on now. You this victim. You said you ain't love that man in the first place. Unbelievable. Yo, I don't know how much more I could do. I love this interview. I ain't going to lie to you. I love it. It's beautiful,
so
man.
for that alone, for me here, and here's the thing, let me go on record saying that when I talk about my past of First Lady, it's not because I miss my life and I'm just waddling in that. It is because I'm doing an interview.
Yeah.
And to know what I've gone through is to know where I've been. That part of my past, I'm not embarrassed about it any longer. I find the good out of it. But there are things that happen that helps me move in a different way in my life now. So I'll never forget those things. And I can't forget because every now and then I see them. And I just have to smile and go.
You see these
Wow.
women who slept with your husband.
And guy friends that made him their friend and pushed me to the side.
You mentioned that, Dwayne.
All right, man. That's it. I'm gonna do a different show, man. I'm gonna do a different show. I've had fun with this. I got to find some other stuff. I had some Kendra G's lined up, but I don't want to do it right now. I want to take a reset. The shit was. I mean, this woman is sick in the head, man. I ain't gonna lie. God dang. How could she possibly suggest this for other people? Dang. I'm the first black woman in history to give her pussy up to a president of another country and left him. It is what it is, man. Look, I'll be back.